Shout out to Self Talk. She's a YouTuber. She has a self-talk blog .com, and cause Stephen A. He kind of just proved what I was saying, and that made you look horrible. You look just like the buck dancing boy I said you were. You actually thought that was gonna work. Now I asked you to stop talking basketball with me because I wasn't talking basketball. But somebody named Self Talk, beautiful young lady, I haven't seen her yet, but I'm just assuming that she looked up at the numbers. Because the one thing I've always said to you, Mr. Stephen A., is that you a clown and you a buck dancing boy, and that you have no talent. And which you pretty much proved today or last night that you did all that Macho Man Randy Savage pumping up, and you did all that to show stuff that the average everyday person can go find on the internet on their own. I didn't understand that. I think it was childish. I think it made you look stupid, and I think you continued the narrative and kind of proved what I was saying to be right. But if you thought that was doing something, that's sad. That thing got cold now. Hey, look here. I ain't gonna show you what this is. Although y'all know what it is, because I want me a little sponsorship. Look here. I like these. Y'all better come on in now. Well, I'm gonna stop drinking. Probably not, but I'm gonna stop. But I appreciate that. Who's that? Orange Man, you say I changed the game forever? No, I just want to change the way they talk about us athletes, because they try to make it like I'm just talking about me, but I'm not just talking about me. Is that something on my nose? It look like something on my damn nose. I just got lotion on my face. But anyway, I have example after example on the way that he spoke about certain people. But before we get into the numbers, let's talk about how this man blatantly lied on national television. He said he never got personal with me. He must think y'all stupid for real. I said he think y'all stupid. He said, no, I've never got personal with Kwame Brown. Really, bitch? Then he said, first of all, Mr. Jackson, not Jackson, Mr. Smith, you don't even pronounce my name like my mother pronounced my name. And Jalen Rose was trying to explain that to you. Shout out to Jalen Rose again. And then you came back with the same disrespect. It's like nobody can get your little effeminate ass in line with the respect that men deserve. You always have to have another reason to keep furthering the disrespect. And that's what's wrong with you. You're effeminate, boy. And this proves it, because a man stands on truth, and you got on TV and lied. You also said that I attacked Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, and neither one of them said nothing to me personally. It wasn't a personal attack. It was just about the game, okay? And maybe you believe that to be true because you know you were auditioning for a job 20-something years ago, because you wasn't shit. And you auditioned based on the fact that you wanted to disrespect guys further. Because I think the excuses you make, like your knee blew out, and I think you a woulda, coulda, shoulda ass nigga. So you're a little bit jealous of athletes because you think you were one. That's why everybody that don't believe that you won, you get them fired, you know. You one of them guys. So you found the way, you can't do, so you found the way to talk and run your mouth, and that's how you got seen. But we just gonna expose how you don't stand on no truth though. So Matt Barnes wasn't personal. So they stop a fact, right? They stop a factual talking point that somebody was trying to make. Because I know in your world, facts don't matter. But it was 3 people in that trade. It was me, Javaris Crittenden, and Kwame and Mark Gasol. So she remembered too. That's cool. You stopped her, Matt Barnes, from stating a fact, only to diminish me like I'm so insignificant that I don't need to be mentioned in a trade. And then both of you start giggling like schoolgirls. But I noticed you were so respectful to Jeremy Lin. Shout out to Jeremy Lin, because I'm not a hater. But I know you're fitting my narrative. Then they wasn't disrespectful. They go into their individual podcasts or individual live streams and say Jack say my life is dirt. My life is nothing. I buried myself. I'm a boss. I'm a bum. And I'm clout chasing. That's not personal. Matt Barnes said he know I'm hurt. He know I'm crying for help. Somehow this angry nigga that jump over gates is somehow the most controlled Stuart Little psychologist, psychotherapist now. He knows everything about somebody else when he can't keep a woman and can't stop jumping over gates to fight motherfucker. Well, okay. And then he invited me to a boxing match when I'm the only one that wasn't talking about no fighting. So if that ain't disrespect, I don't know what it is. If that's not personal, I don't know what it is, Mr. Lion Steven Snitch. You also said Charlemagne was never personal with me. First of all, me and Charlemagne should have never crossed paths. Remember, I'm a bust. I don't deserve to be on the Breakfast Club. So it's so coincidental that I speak of this go along, get along game that somehow now Charlemagne needs to talk about an old bus after 20 years. Why does Charlemagne need to talk about a bus after 20 years? If it ain't no go along, get along gang and y'all running in the same circle. See, you bitches easy to beat. I told you, you're done. And shout out for self-talk. Thanks for all the help. And because we got some more numbers coming on the way. I wish I could have showed y'all those numbers. But go over to her YouTube page and look at these numbers that old Busty Bus put up. The reason why I keep trying to tell them, bring out your stats and analytics. Because what you're saying is not going to make any sense if you really want to go down that path. And that's why your uneducated ass just brought out a video. I got hundreds of videos of me flying through the air dunking. So we're gonna compare videos, because we could do that all day. And that's stupid. That's childish, Mr. Stephen A. That you didn't answer one question of who the fuck sent you to those colleges? Who sent you to those colleges, boy? And why you sitting there lying saying that nobody disrespected me when Charlemagne the God got up there and talked about my entire family? This man told me things about my family that I didn't even know. And all of that is because he want to protect the go along, get along gang, because allegedly he has a large stake in all the Smoke podcast. So then I need to be doxxed by Charlemagne and that little leash wearing bitch, not Angela Yee, DJ Envy, Becky with the bad hair, because you going bald. You stressed out. You need to go ahead and get a divorce so you can walk up straight, nigga. Because right now, nigga, you look like the hunchback of no, you just walk around like you look sad. I bet you, ooh, Lord, she probably use you as a doormat when you go in the house. You walk all over your punk ass. You so soft, don't stand up nothing, punk. I bet you can't even ask her to go to the grocery store. Hell no, I ain't going to the grocery store. Get the bitch you cheated on me with to go to the grocery store. Boy, you just living a hard life. You can pretend all you want to on that goddamn TV screen.